evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. You already know we're starting off sports with Cheyenne Frontier Days. Last night I showed you highlights of the hometown hero. That's Hillsdale, Wyoming native and Cheyenne East graduate Brody Kress. Yesterday he scored 85 points in the quarterfinals of saddle bronc riding. Today in the semifinals it was a bigger stage and a bigger ride. That's usually the case when you're talking about the 23-year-old legend Brody Kress. He's already the first ever back-to-back CFD saddle bronc champion. And with rides like this, he could be the first ever three-peat champion. It's the best score of the entire rodeo, 88.5 points, and he deserves a handshake for that one. The Cheyenne crowd loves that ride. That put Brody first by 5.5 points in the saddle bronc semifinal round. We'll see him in the finals on Sunday, going for a three-peat. In bareback bronc riding, we saw a man who's already won 3 total in Cheyenne. That's Will Lowe from Gardner, Texas. Check out his free hand, his spurs. That is a true pro. Easy to see why he's also a 3-time NFR world champ. Will puts up a #1, fist pumps to the crowd, and scores 87.5 points. The 15-time NFR qualifier is now first in the CFD semifinals by 1 point. And you can't have bronc riding without bull riding. Today was the first semifinals performance, and 2 men scored 86 points. One of them is right here from Montgomery, Texas. It's Parker Cole McCown. That bull keeps going left, and so does Parker. 86 points for him to win his section. Parker is now tied with the Rexburg, Idaho's Garrett Smith for the top bull riding spot, 2 hands way up. All 4 of our rough stock winners earned around $3,000 just for today's performance. So now we've had our fill of the rough stock events. Let's go to our timed events. We start with the semifinals of steer wrestling. Only 3 out of 8 guys recorded times today. The best one, hopefully you'll see it right here, by Jason Tapley from Greenbrier, Arkansas. At first, he gives the steer a head start. Then he tackles it, flips over underneath it, and gets back up and wrestles it right back down to the ground. That steer had a rough day. Jason Tapley does not have the word quit in his vernacular, a time of 12.9 seconds. But overall, it was a tough day for the rodeo linebackers. That's the best semifinal time by 11.5 seconds. We saw the best performance all week in today's barrel racing, and it's a perfect fit because her name is Cheyenne. It's Cheyenne Wimberly from Stephenville, Texas, taking the paint right off those barrels. Perfectly precise turns. Cheyenne comes around the final barrel and heads for the Cheyenne Frontier Days finish line. She's going to finish with a fist pump and a time of 17.21 seconds. Cheyenne has shaved off around 0.4 of a second in each of her runs at CFD. Right now she's first in the semis by 22 hundredths of a second. So now let's get to our ropers. Many of you know it's the first year ever of breakaway roping at Cheyenne Frontier Days. Jordan Joe Fabrizio taking full advantage of that. She's the assistant rodeo coach at West Texas A&M University. And look at this job here, 4.15 seconds for the cowgirl from Canyon, Texas. She wins the go and nearly $2,500. Right now, Jordan's first in the breakaway roping semifinal standings. It was also a great day for our cowboy ropers, the team ropers. Here's Coleman Proctor from Oklahoma on the head and Ryan Motes from Texas on the heels. The fellas turn in a 9.1 second time. That's good for first place in the semifinals and 2,200 smackers apiece. They just beat out 2 other teams by 1/10 of a second to earn nearly an extra $1,000 each. 1/10 for $1,000. Hard to believe. We have another major competition up in Gillette. Today's the first round of the AA Legion Baseball State Tournament. The Sheridan Troopers beat the Evanston Outlaws 10-0. That's the same score as the Casper Oilers win over the defending single-A state champion, Cody Cubs. The Laramie Rangers won 6-0 over the Jackson Giants. And on the top left of the graphic, you'll see Rock Springs almost pulled off the huge upset over Gillette, the top-seeded Gillette, but they lost 2-1. In 8 innings did Rock Springs. The tournament is double elimination, so everyone still has a chance. And guys, good news from the Rockies today. They beat the Reds 12-2. That was a crazy video from Wild Horse Racing that we almost saw. Teaser there. And so the Rockies have 2 wins in a row.
So I'm guessing we'll have to wait till Monday for that video?
Yeah, we'll play that on Monday.
Okay.
We'll see you after the break. Yeah.